everyone, welcome to Watch It Paint It. It's that time of month again. This is MODELBOX. MODELBOX is here for the month. Time is flying, as I say every time, and every time I say that, it's just a reminder that it feels like only yesterday I did the last one. So where's the month gone? 30 days. It's like that for us. The other thing I noticed is it's getting towards winter in the UK. It's rained all day, 12 hours, I think, of rain. Roads are flooded. It's dark outside. It's dark in the morning when I take Sophie to nursery. It's dark when we get home, etc., etc. Starting to get a little bit depressing already. I'm not a winter person. I like it's the daylight I like. I like it to be light, other than I can only paint at night. So in the summer, I have to wait for it to get dark so I can paint and get a decent lighting. So swings and roundabouts, but I get slightly more sort of depressed, as a lot of people do, as the nights draw in. And what I did notice is MODELBOX arrived, and it put a huge smile on my face. So that's a great thing for these subscription boxes. And I noticed that with Loot Crate. I've mentioned before, I did Loot Crate and I didn't like it. I hated it to some extent. I didn't like any of the stuff and I was always disappointed. But one thing I wasn't was unexcited. So despite the fact every month I was disappointed, when the new one arrived on my desk, I was super excited, and I left it at least the whole day, sometimes 2 days, just because of the excitement of what could be in it. What might I get this month, even though I was always disappointed? But it doesn't matter, does it? You're always excited. What could it be? And MODELBOX is exactly the same. So winter's drawing in. Oh, I forgot. I always forget every month that this is coming. And boom, it arrives on the door. And I'm just happy all day. I'm just excited to see what it is. And let's find out. So this is going to be a box opening. This is the Norse themed one, which for once I know what that is, right? That's like Vikings and Thor. Any chance there'll be a Marvel Thor miniature? Probably not, but you know, that's part of that excitement, sort of hoping and wondering, could it be? That'd be super cool. If you're unaware of what MODELBOX is, there'll be a link in the description below, A, to their website so you can check them out, and B, to the first video I did where I explained the concept a little bit more, but I'll save some time by not explaining it every single time, but I still have to say this, so maybe I could just explain it in that time. Let me know in the comments below if you need it ever explaining, or is this a waste of everybody's time? Ready, guys? Let's have a look. Boom. So, as normal, presented with a lot of little fluff. This is their pamphlet. I'm not really looking. I'll put that to one side and I'll look at that later. I do not want to. That feels like spoilers to me. But if you're watching this, you're kind of used to spoilers, so maybe I could just read that. But I don't want to spoil what's in here. So next up, discount to footsawminiatures.co.uk. Discount Chilcon. Hello. What? Dun dun dun. I was going to say this is close. I could go there, but this is a lot closer. This is a few miles away. So hello. I might be attending my first con just because it's in the same city. Right, let me remember that. If anybody is going to be going to this, let me know in the comments below. Give me a heads up. Let me know about it, etc., etc. Another discount code for watercolors. I've got a few of their paints. Mainly use the black one. I think I've got two. I've got an orange, which I've got a million oranges, and I've got black, and the black seems fine. And it's got those sort of safety lids, which is handy as Sophie gets more and more mobile and inquisitive. Wrathborn. So this is an advert for a Kickstarter coming up in the near future. Interesting. I quite like. I don't get magazines or anything like that, so I quite like these little bits of fluff for educating me a little bit. Oh, this is interesting. So you're going to get, so straight from that Wrathborn, you're going to be getting a variation of the Wrathborn MODELBOX. This is a unique combination to MODELBOX. It's limited to 200 copies. So I'll be interested to look up more about Wrathborn, but you get one of the miniatures. So I don't know if they're making a game for this or there's a new line. So let's have a goosey gander. So oh whoa, it does look a bit like Thor actually. He's got a big. Oh sorry, was I doing that off camera? I'm the worst. So you've got to build him, but he's plastic and he's got a big hammer and a face, a big Viking-y beardy face with some sort of wolf skin. Whoa, it's got the wolf head on the side. I don't want to take it apart. I think you can just about see. You get a nice base, and then you get a 3D bit of base to, I guess, to attach to that. So you build him up on this rocks, and he's got a shield as well. That looks pretty cool. He looks good. He looks like, I say this every time, but I've started doing it, haven't I? Hopefully you watched the Fox and the reptile video, and I have started making cards for Zombicide, so I can paint up these miniatures, which I really, really like. Love that wolf skin on his back with the actual wolf head. So that's really cool. I got number 146 of 200. Oh, mine's high up. Could have been a cooler number, like 1. Guys, sort it out. Next, we get a footsore miniature. So that's part. So I guess those discounts are for the companies that make this. This is not a toy. Kind of. I always feel like it is still a toy. Like, yeah, we're adults and we're painting little tiny men, but I still think they're kind of toys. So this guy's like a Viking. He's got an axe, a shield, a sword to go somewhere. Can't quite work out how you assemble that, and there's no instructions. I'll be gluing a sword to his head or something. But he looks all right. Nothing amazing to me. It depends if you like Vikings. I know Benson does, so I look forward to his comments on this video because he's quite a big fan of Vikings actually. So he's probably going to want a 1/2 inch at least some of these off me. Speaking of Benson, little drumsticks. I'm not a massive lolly fan, so no doubt Benson will be grabbing that from me for he can fight Sophie off of it. What else do you get? So this is a different brand, Warlord Games, Hail Caesar. Battles with model soldiers in ancient era, Icelandic Vikings. I can open these up quite easily, can't I? So I may as well. That unique model was just it was stapled shut, so I didn't really want to pop it open and then lose all the pieces because I don't know when I'll get round to painting it. But so that, oh, what's that? What's this big long piece of metal for? Somebody let me know in the comments. Is it his? Is he supposed to be holding one long pole in each hand? Why? What's that? Is that a weapon? I don't understand. Something to do with that. But yeah, another Viking. He looks really, really similar to the one in that footsore. They look basically identical. I would have thought they were the same company. You also get, oh, they're heavy, big metal guys. You get another beardy. I'll cut that out in editing. I won't. Don't take offense if you've got beards and you're a Viking. He's looking pretty good. I guess you put swords in his hands. And this guy's got a little trumpet. So that's cool if you want to build a little Viking army. What do you do with these? I have no... Oh, there are Viking games though, aren't there? But I've got none, so I can't use those. Wow. Look cool though. Oh, and then you get... Oh, I was thinking of the gods and goddesses from Norse mythology, and Thor being one of them. And I thought there was... I don't know how you say it, but Thrasia, the female... Don't know what she's the goddess of, but I did remember her from classics at school or something. Oh, she looks really, really nice actually. Let's pop her out. And it's nice, shows you, I've got 2 of these. Why did it come with 2? Oh, these are by Bad Squiddo Games. I've had some of their miniatures in the past. They're quite nice miniatures. Let's have a look. So she just needs her arm gluing in, and she's got a bendy spear, but it's metal. It's nice and easy to bend back. Almost done it now. There you go. So you just got to glue her arm on. I'd rebase her, I think. So she's sat on something cool. Probably some mud. Bit fitting. So that's nice. She's quite nice. Yeah, I like that. She's got little angel wings on the back. Some sort of scaling. Nice little model there. And then yes, what I'm always asking for, what I'm always wanting, sort of basing material. I guess this is I can't open it though, scenery, but you've got some square crates, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 5 of those, and then some wooden barrels, which I've painted on the channel. You'll have to find those on the channel if you're interested in how to paint them. I think I painted them quite well. Bit of an old video, so it's not quite the quality that I have these days, but hopefully it'll suffice. And so that's great. Love collecting up scenery as I can use over the years. And then you've got some watercolors. So excellent. So I've got some more. So they say 1 coat. I've got some of their one. I'm sure the black's supposed to be 1 coat. It's certainly a base coat. Oh, nice. A new turquoisey colour and a baby blue. So I haven't got this colour, I don't think. The baby blue is a bit close to some of the army paint ones I've got, but this is brand new. and I'll be very, very keen to see if it is really one coat, and if it is one coat, do we actually want it to be one coat, or is it just going to obscure detail? So I'll let you know about those in the future. As normal, I'll just pause here while I quickly flick through the little pamphlet that you get with it, just in case there's anything of super interest to tell you. So I'll be back in 30 seconds. Right, as promised, I have returned. I have given this a very quick read. I've pretty much covered everything out flawlessly. This Wrathborn figure, which was this one, this is by far my favourite, and it is limited edition, so there are the 200 for MODELBOX, and they are part of a fantasy skirmish game, which this was interesting, which pits Vikings versus werewolves. Crazy, but it says ninjas are to come, so that's pretty cool. That's quite interesting. Definitely really like that figure. Will be painting that one up for the other games that I play with some custom cards. Tells you a little bit about the Viking figures. Mentions, obviously it's very easy to say in hindsight, but I was thinking what sort of goddesses will they be, and they said they couldn't do this box without one, and they've picked this one. Unfortunately, should have done Thor. Like, he's more famous, right? The scenery, the scenics, the scatter material for stuff is 3D printed. I don't know if that comes across well on the camera. The crates look pretty well done for 3D printed. The barrels I could see the lines on, so be interested how well these paint and how good they look on the table compared to something, resin, plastic, plaster, whatever other choices you'd be. I feel like 3D printing's not quite there yet, but we'll see. We'll paint some up. I'll definitely do those crates. I've done the barrels on the channel, but crates to come, and I'll no doubt use it on some scenery at some point on a base. As I mentioned, they've done war colours before. They just say they're doing it again, and this is cool. So I'm taking the credit for this. I suggested they should have done this months ago. They've obviously found space, but they're showing you the previous month's competition winner. They always do a competition where you paint up various models from it. I suspect this month it'll either be this model or any of them. Various months. So if they do a MODELBOX exclusive Fox, that's normally the competition. Other times you have to pick between one of the two sets. This time I think it'll either be anything or the collectible, the limited edition one. But anyway, as I was saying, they've now showing you the previous winner, which I think is great. Gets Matthew's work notice. I think this is a really nice Snake Man. I think it's actually very similar to mine. I think in terms of levels, I was quite impressed at his match. But he's just done like you can imagine the underbelly of the snake, or his jaw in this yellow, and I think that's such a nice little touch. And wish I'd done mine. I might even go back and change mine, and I think that'll really make mine just that little bit more interesting. A bit of yellow and green. Fantastic work. Well done, Matthew. Well done for winning. And as I mentioned, competition every month. So if you do subscribe to MODELBOX, you get to enter this, and there's normally quite an impressive prize as well. MODELBOX have also started doing one lucky subscriber gets a bigger box with fancier stuff in. So I'm pretty sure Loot Crate do that. I wonder where they stole that idea from. But it's a great idea. Nice little perk for anyone who's subscribed. Discount code will be in the description below. Help yourself to that if you would like to try this, and you don't have to sign up for more than 1 month, etc, etc. Again, I'm not massively into Vikings, so this box is about 50-50 with me, but I was still incredibly excited, nowhere near disappointed, which I would have been with my Loot Crate stuff. And then I still got this bunch of stuff that is awesome, and then I've got these things which are, oh, sorry, the goddess is probably in the awesome pile as well. I'm just not massively keen on Vikings, and these are Vikings. We're each to their own, isn't it? So impressed as always. Well done, MODELBOX, and thank you all very much for watching.